Shakas, hello crafty friends, it's Maka from Makaz Home. I'm back today to share with you a card that I made for a swap I participated in at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. It is a class that you sign up for. It is called Swappin with Dave. There are usually 20 participants per class, and you make one for each participant plus one for Dave. He shares that on the Facebook group page as well as his website, and then he donates them to an organization where he lives. He is Hill Street Stamps, so that's where you probably can find more information about where he donates those to, and see the different parties he's hosted as the event goes throughout the United States. This was the card that I made, and I did do it in different shades of color, but they were all the same, with the snowflake and the sentiment outlined by the black on a white card base. So for these backgrounds, I used Distress Oxide Spray, Distressed Spray Stain, and Distress Spray Mica. So 3 different layers of material. And the paper that I used was this watercolor paper, cold press. That's the brand, but I just got it because it was on sale. Mainly I was looking for cold press watercolor paper. And so that's what I used. And then I just picked colors from each of those different sprays, like the spray stain, the oxide spray, and the mica spray. I picked one color from each of those and sprayed my card. So I was mainly trying to generally keep it up here because I knew I wanted the sentiment here. There would be overspray depending on how close or far you were when you released the spray. So stay tuned, I'll show you how I did it, and I'll be right back. Okay, for this example, I am going to use Distress Oxide Spray, Cracked Pistachio, Distress Mica Stain, the Fortune Teller, and then the Distress Spray Stain, Picked Raspberry. So those are the 3 colors that I'm using. I want to make sure that they are well mixed when I spray. And then also, I do spray the paper with water first, I believe. Actually, I'm just gonna spray this on without the water because I feel like there's enough liquid that it's not going to it'll move as much as I want it to move. Okay, so we got those mixed up. I'm gonna lay them on the side because I don't want the pigment and mica to settle. Yeah, let's just get started. So I'm gonna start with the lightest one, which I feel like is this Cracked Pistachio, and like I said, I just spray as I want. Then I'm gonna try this Picked Raspberry, and then the mica. And I like how those blotches, but I lost a lot of this from the Picked Raspberry, so I want to bring some of that back in. And I like it, so I will let it sit and dry, and we'll be back. You could also take a heat tool to dry to speed it up, which is what I'm going to do off camera. But look, you can see my prints here. So we'll have to actually it looks fine, but I think the sentiment will cover anyway. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, now that it's dry, after the first layer dried, I added some of this Distress Oxide spray in the peacock feather, and it added these blue in it, so I like the way it turned out. I did already emboss the sentiment, and the sentiment stamp I got from the Stamps of Life Reindeer to Stamp set. Right here I use that sentiment there. Sorry for the glare. And I just embossed in a silver emboss, just whatever I had in my stash. I did layer up. I used Recollection holographic paper and cut out the dies. These two I had in my stash, so I use this as the bottom, this one as the top, and the one in the middle, I misplaced it now, but I did get it from the Stamps of Life Snow Globe to Stamp set, wherever it is. I have just misplaced it. So that was the middle piece I used, and then I just lifted them up a little to create dimension. I did add a jemmy to the middle, and that's what I then affixed to the card. This measures, let's see what it measures. So it measures 3.5 by 5. This measures 3.5 by 5, and then I did, like I showed you, layer it on a black cardstock, which measures 5.25 by 4, and then affix this to the card base. And there you go. So I made 21 of these and took it to the card swap, and then stay tuned for the cards that I got back from the card swap. I'll share that in the next video. So hope you guys are having a crafty day. You found this inspirational. Have you started on your Christmas card making yet for this 2024 year? Yeah, thanks for staying with me, and until the next time, shakas.